Hello, and welcome to Cutting Words. I'm Brad Thompson, and today we have a new Unearthed Arcana from Wizards of the Coast for Dungeons & Dragons. Giant options. So this is some new playtest material for us to look at, and they'll want feedback on, and then show up in a book. So we've got 3 new subclass options, one for a Barbarian, a Druid, and a Wizard, and several feats. So these are all giant themed in some regard, and makes me wonder what book will be coming up that will include these. My first thoughts immediately jumped to all that giant lore that was gotten away with when Volo's Guide to the Monsters was retired, and I wonder if they're going to rehash and re-release that material with these new options in a new book, like an updated kind of lore book about some of that lore that redone for those previous books that were gotten rid of, updated, and have some new player options in there as well. Or whether they'll do a Fizzband's Treasure of Dragons, but a giant version of that. So some kind of dedicated giant lore book. Those options immediately spring to my mind, but I guess time will tell. So what we have here. So first up, I guess we'll jump straight to subclasses, because here we are, right here. We have a new Barbarian Path of the Giant. Alright, Barbarians who walk the path of the Giant draw strength from the primal forces that are the Giants and their elemental ilk. Their rages surge with elemental power and cause these Barbarians to grow in size, transforming them into avatars of primordial might. During their rage, a Barbarian may take after a legendary storm giant, hair turning white and eyes crackling with lightning. Others adopt the monstrous features of apocalyptic titans, rending the world around them so that may be made anew. Right. Immediately getting kind of Dragon Ball Z Goku vibes with that storm giant Barbarian description powering up. All right. So straight away at 3rd level, you get subclass Giant Power. When you choose this path, you learn to speak, read, and write Giant, or one other language of your choice if you already know Giant. Additionally, you learn either the Droidcraft or Thaumaturgy cantrip, your choice. Wisdom is your spellcasting ability for the spell. Interesting, they locked it to Wisdom. Do Barbarians care much about Wisdom normally? No. Okay. But I guess you have to pick one of them. I guess that makes the most sense. Yeah, Droidcraft and Thaumaturgy. Okay. Nice Ruben cantrips. Yeah, language. Here we go. Giant's Havoc. Your rages pull strength from the primal might of giants, transforming you into a hulking force of destruction. While raging, you gain the following benefits. There we go. 2 benefits. Crushing Hurl. When you make a successful range attack with a thrown weapon using strength, you can add your rage damage bonus to the attack's damage roll. Giant Stature. Your reach increases by 5 feet, and if you are smaller than large, you become large along with anything you are wearing. If there isn't enough room for you to become large, your size doesn't change. Alright, so this is a Barbarian equivalent of the Rune Knight. So you change size, and they get bonuses to throwing things as opposed to throwing weapons. And they got the reach. So as a Barbarian wants to, get benefits for attacking from range and having reach. It's interesting. Normally a Barbarian wants to be melee, which is a nice option to have to attack from range, but normally still it's better to be melee. You're going to get hit there. Prime rolls a tank, so it's quite interesting options there. But it's always fun turning back. You can wrestle larger creatures to the ground, which is always fun. Okay. So that's level 3. Level 6, Elemental Cleaver. Your bond with the elemental might of giants and their ilk grows, and you learn to infuse weapons with primordial energy. When you enter your rage, you can infuse one weapon of your choice that you are holding with one of the following damage types: acid, cold, fire, thunder, or lightning. While you wield the infused weapon during your rage, the weapon's damage type changes to the chosen type. It deals an extra 1d6 damage of the chosen type when it hits, and it gains the thrown property, with a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. If you throw the weapon, it reappears in your hand the instant after it hits or misses a target. The infused weapon's benefits are suppressed while the creature other than you wields it. While raging and holding an infused weapon, you can use a bonus action to change the infused weapon's current damage type to a different one from the above damage types. My first question is, where are these acid giants been hiding? I don't recall there being acid giants, but yeah, I guess they just wanted to pick a good selection of the standard elemental flavors. We're acid giants. Alright. The stone giants got something to say, maybe. Oh, I guess hill giants, but not really. Stomach acid. Anyway, so you've got damage, elemental damage types. And you can fuse a weapon with the type. So it's pretty cool. So that's a d6 extra damage on every attack. So unlike, say, the Zealot Barbarian and a lot of those other classes recently have had extra damage, this only normally works on one attack, not all their attacks. And this actually gives you a d6 damage on all your attacks, which is quite a jump and opens up more options to, I don't know, if you pull a mastering or something, then you got a third instance of that damage on there. And it doesn't matter if the weapon's magical or not already, unlike where Artificer Infusions and things like that, where it doesn't stack, which means you could already have, like, say, a Flame Tongue, need to do this on top for extra more damage. So, yeah, Elemental Cleaver is pretty good. Let alone, you could also throw it. Your weapon can be thrown, much like a Thor's hammer, and it comes back. So they can just keep doing it. So really, it doesn't matter where the Barbarian is on the field, you have a safe. You're adjacent to Barbarian, you're ranged from the Barbarian's still going to get you. So yeah, very good feature. Very interesting. But yeah, I don't know about this whole taking away the Barbarian's weakness of how to do range. Kind of skip Barbarian. But yeah, very interesting. Alright. Mighty Impel. This is the 10th level feature. Your connection to giant strength now allows you to hurl both allies and enemies on the battlefield. As a bonus action while raging, you can choose one medium or smaller creature within your reach and move it to an unoccupied space you can see within 30 feet of yourself. An unwilling creature must succeed on a strength saving throw, DC equals 8 plus a proficiency bonus plus your strength modifier. Oh, so pretty good then, to avoid the effect. If at the end of this movement, the thrown creature isn't on a surface or liquid that can support it, the creature falls, taking damage as normal and landing prone. Right, so you can do them straight up if you're getting them prone and take some fall damage. Well, that's pretty good. Throw them up, get them prone. Who needs reckless? We can bonus action, hurl someone. They fall prone, attack with advantage, allies land with advantage. Yeah, that's really good. And I love you can throw allies like a mini vortex warp for Barbarian. I like the utility for Barbarian here. It's very cool. I just wish this amazing feature, which I think actually makes the class, well, we'll get to the last one in a sec. I wish that was earlier. That maybe a weaker version earlier or something like that. But level 10 is a long way to go to get your, what I think is this is what you play this giant Barbarian for, to hurl friends and enemies alike around. So yeah, I wish it was a bit earlier, because level 10 is a long time to wait. But that looks like so much fun. I really like this one. Cool. Because Barbarian do need more options rather than just hitting things. It's nice to have a few extra tricks up your sleeve. And it makes sense for Barbarian too. Anyway, last one. Demiurgic Colossus. There we go. 14th level feature here. The primordial power of your rage intensifies. When you rage, your reach now increases by 10 feet. Your size can increase to huge. And you can now use your mighty impel to move creatures that are large or smaller. In addition, the extra damage dealt by your elemental cleaver feature increases to 2d6. Oh, that's pretty nice. But, you know, level 14 you'd expect it, so. And yeah, that reach increase. And yeah, and the reach at level 3. Okay, so actually that's pretty good. Another thing about the reach, actually, and the reach bonus there early on, helps them with their tanking because their increases their threat range for enemies to stay near them. So that's actually quite nice, because also they're large, and their threat range also increases again from them, so they actually cover quite a bit of space there. But they only got one reaction to hit people who move from them. Yeah, maybe there's Sentinel on them or something, but it's still limited to one creature, but still it's a large threat radius. So yeah, okay, there's some potential there. This is pretty solid. And yeah, they get the damage increase, which Barbarians don't normally get much in the way of. Damage increases high level. Like, Barbarian, I feel after 5th level, they don't really normally get much for increasing their damage output. Like, the bonuses to crit, when you crit, you get bonus die. There's a once in a blue moon when that comes up. And then the extra rage damage slowly ekes up, but far too slow. So this helps some of those problems. This is very cool. Like, this may be the first Barbarian I've seen now. I'd actually be tempted to play just pure Barbarian all the way up, because previous ones I feel like multi-classing out at level 5 or 3, if you're depending on how you want to do it, is normally the way to go. This is very solid. I like this one. It's very good. But yeah, I just wish that level 10 maybe swap with 6 or something. I don't know. Somehow shuffled around a bit. But yeah, pretty solid. I like it. Alright. The Druid. Druid, Circle of the Primeval. The Circle of the Primeval teaches that though the land may change over time, it never truly forgets. By tapping into the time-worn memory of the earth, these druids summon and bond with the spirit of a primeval behemoth, a hulking creature that once ruled the ancient world, aka dinosaurs, alongside the giants. The most well-known primeval behemoths are the dinosaurs. Preempted it. But spirits bonded with members of the Circle of the Primeval have also taken the form of ancient predecessors to today's common beasts and other fantastical titanic creatures. Working alongside their companion spirit, most druids of the Circle of the Primeval spend their lives delving to the long-forgotten places and preserving the remnants of bygone eras. As a druid's power grows, so does their companion. The beast starting near equal in size to its druid partner before increasing stature until it too towers over the land. Cool. So we've got a druid that gets a pet. That's pretty good. Also, poor ranger though. A lot of other classes seem to do pet classes better. Oh well. Let's see. Keeper of Old. Your connection to the mighty primeval behemoths allows you new insight into the ancient world. You gain proficiency in the history skill. Okay. And when you make an intelligence history check, you can roll a d4 and add that number roll to the ability check. Because you're a druid and likely don't have much intelligence. So yes, just to help you there. I suppose I didn't just make it expertise rather than the d4, but sure. Okay. And also at level 2, we get Primeval Companion. Here we go. Starting when you choose a circle, you can call upon the primeval creature whose spirit is bound to you. As an action, you can expend one use of your wild shape feature to summon your Primeval Companion. Rather than assuming a beast form, the companion appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within 30 feet of you. The Primeval Companion is friendly to you and your companions and obeys your commands. See this creature's game statistics in the Primeval Companion stat block, which is your proficiency bonus in several places. You can determine the cosmetic appearance of your companion. For example, your companion may invoke ancient predators like the raptors or saber-toothed tigers, or it might be more inclined for defense, appearing as an armored ankylosaurus or woolly rhino. These choices have no effect on the companion's game statistics. In combat, the companion shares your initiative count, but it takes a turn immediately after yours. It can move and use its reaction on its own, but only action it can take on its turn is the dodge action, unless you take a bonus action on your turn to command it. To take another action, that action can be one in its stat block or some other action. If you are incapacitated, the companion can take any action of its choice, not just dodge. The companion remains until it's reduced to 0 hit points or until you die, which point the companion vanishes. If you use this feature to summon the companion again, and you already have a companion present, the first companion immediately vanishes. Sorry, companion, I got a new one. Anything the companion was wearing or carrying is left behind when the companion vanishes. Okay. So you reach that point or die. Oh, cool. So it sticks around. That's nice. As opposed to being summoned up and then only lasts a certain amount of time. So it is just a permanent pet. Awesome. Once we die, at which point, yeah. Again, you're okay. Yeah. Great. And it's been a wild shape feature to do it. So you can, if it dies during combat, you can potentially just pop another wild shape, keep them back on a short rest anyway, and off it goes again. Not easy. That pet's going to be around a long time. Okay. Let's see what stats are. Primeval Companion. So it's a medium beast. Let's see. Armor class 13 plus proficiency bonus. Okay. So scaling up AC. Very nice. 10 hit points plus 5 times your Druid level. Your companion has a number of hit dice, D10s equal to your Druid level. Okay. Decent beast. 30 feet movement. Strength 15. Dex 15. Con 17. Int 6. Not too dumb. Wisdom 12 and Charisma 8. So it's got +2 to Dex save, plus proficiency bonus, and Con +3 plus proficiency bonus. Alright. Understands languages you speak, but also can't speak its own. And okay. And its attack is Strike, melee weapon attack, 2, so +2 plus your proficiency bonus to hit. Reach 5, so 1 target hit, 1d8 plus your proficiency bonus, bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage. Okay. Cool. Alright. And reactions: intercept, action, attack. When a creature the companion can see hits a target with an attack, and the target is within 5 feet of the companion, the target instead takes half the damage. The companion takes the remainder of the damage. Cool. And since the pet is easily resummonable using wild shapes, and decent amount of hit points it goes up a level. Yeah. That's pretty good actually. Take some hits. Cool. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. Level 6 now. Prehistoric Conduit. You learn how to channel your magic through your Primeval Companion. When you cast a spell with a range other than self, the spell can originate from you or your Primeval Companion. In addition, if the Primeval Companion is affected by a spell you cast that allows creatures to make a saving throw against its effects, the Primeval Companion has advantage on its saving throw. If the Primeval Companion would normally take half damage on a successful save against the spell, the Companion instead takes no damage on a successful save, and half damage with no additional effects on a failed save. Okay. I mean, that's okay, I guess. I'm trying to think what spell your Druid would be casting that would even catch this pet. It's not that they get Fireball or anything. And Moonbeam's small. Plant growth? No. I don't know. But yeah, but I guess I'm sure there's something, and I'm just not thinking of right now. But the creature could potentially, I guess, grapple someone and drag them into your persistent AoE effect. Get back in that Moonbeam, get back in there, and the pet will hopefully save against Moonbeam and take no damage while holding the person in there. Something like that, maybe. So that could be useful. Which means strength goes up somehow. It's not the strongest pet straight away, is it? Strength-wise. Maybe something like that. Anyway. It's okay. Titanic Bond. It's at 10th level. The Primeval Companion grows to large size. Okay. And when you summon it, you can grant it either a climbing speed or swimming speed equal to its walking speed. In turn, the Primeval Companion lends you some of its terrifying might. Once per turn, while your Primeval Companion is summoned, when you hit a creature with an attack or deal damage to a creature you can see with a spell you cast, you can force that creature to make a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failure, the creature is frightened of you until the end of your next turn. Okay. I mean, 10th level, Frightened's starting to get a bit on the ground. A lot of creatures start to get immune to Frightened. From my experience. Okay. Yeah, this definitely seems more front-loaded, the pet. Alright, what we got? Scourge of the Ancients. The pet's still really good. You have learned to fully harness the Titanic legacy of your companion. As part of the bonus action you can use to command your companion, you can spend a spell slot of any level to heighten your Primeval Companion's might, granting it the following benefits. Hulking Behemoth. The companion becomes huge and gains temporary hit points equal to 10 times the level of the spell slot expended. If there isn't enough room for the companion to become huge, it attains the maximum possible size in the space available. Okay. On a hit, the companion's strike deals additional damage equal to 1d8 plus the level of the spell slot expended. Okay. Okay. In Titanic Stride, the companion's walking speed increases by a number of feet equal to 5 times the level of the spell slot expended. These benefits last for 1 hour until the companion vanishes or until you expend a spell slot for this feature again. Okay. That's cool. You can spend spells to power up your pet. Level 14 though. I mean, it's okay. You can power your pet. I mean, I do like the theme of it. I mean, so far, I'm loving all the thematic, like, bits and pieces in this Unearthed Arcana. I think the themes have done really well. But I feel like, again, I wish this was earlier. Something like this to power up, do more with your pet. I feel like got awesome pet to start off with, and then not much benefits for your pet for quite some time, really. Yeah, but Pet Ranger. Oh, not Pet Ranger, Pet Druid. There we go. Whoops. Pet Druid. It's pretty cool. I like the pet part anyway. Potential anyway. I do like it. Cool. Alright, so yeah, it's Dinosaur Pet Druid. Moving on. Wizard Runecrafter. Runecrafter wizards enhance their spellcasting through the ancient power of runes. Though the tradition originated with the giant rune casters of old, runecraft magic has expanded to encompass countless languages and practitioners across different worlds. For many runecrafters, the runes they wield are as every bit unique and personal as their spellbook. Some strive to honour the practice's origins amongst the giants, engraving their runes on decorative stones that adorn their spellcasting implements, while others messily scribble their runes on scraps of paper. Runes of Understanding. So at level 2, you get your study of runecraft has unlocked the ability to decode runes and languages. Regardless of their origin, you can always have comprehend languages prepared. You can cast without spending a spell slot, and spell doesn't count against the number of spells you've prepared. Alright. Well, it saves you 10-minute casting time. Casting that as a ritual, you can do it instantly. Which, you know, if NPC who's talking something, overhears something in a tavern, you can pop that up, run, because no one's got to wait around 10 minutes. So that's always nice. Can never have enough spells prepared. Runic Empowerment. Also at level 2, you get, when you choose a subclass, you learn how to amplify your magic through the application of various runes. Okay, here we go. Your knowledge of these runes is stored in your spellbook. Though you determine the rune's cosmetic appearance, for example, your runes could be engraved into the cover of your spellbook, glowing whenever you cast a spell, or you could work the shape and meaning of the runes directly into the spell's somatic and verbal components. When you cast a spell using a spell slot, you can invoke one of the following runes. Alright. Which are... Life Rune. When you invoke this rune, choose one creature with it you can see within 30 feet of you. You can choose yourself. The chosen creature gains temporary hit points equal to 5 times the level of the spell slot expended. Ooh. It could be anyone. Doesn't even target the spell. Just, hey, you, get some temporary hit points. Or more likely, myself. It's pretty nice. Okay. War Rune. When you invoke this rune, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. Again, can be anyone. Just you cast a spell and just also pick this other person. Until the end of your next turn, attack rolls that target the chosen creature gain a bonus equal to half the level of the spell slot expended. Okay. attack rolls. So all attack rolls that hit the target take extra damage each time with half level of spell. Okay, so caster rounded up. Okay, so say you cast a Bible, then you choose one person to take 2 damage per every attack for that round from everyone that lands an attack on them. Okay, sure. And then Wind Rune. When you evoke this rune, your speed increases by a number of feet equal to 5 times the level of the spell slot expended, and your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. These benefits last until the start of your next turn. Get out of dodge. You can invoke no more than 1 rune per spell. Fair enough. You can use this feature a number of times equal to proficiency bonus, and regain or spend your uses when you finish a long rest. Okay. So you're quite limited in how often you can pop these runes off. I was going to say, otherwise, very good. They're very good. So, especially at life 1, I really like the life 1. Just randomly have some temporary hit points as I'm doing stuff. Is evident from sorcerers just having extra effects that go off when via meta magic, or those sorcerer shards having extra riders, extra abilities that trigger when you're just casting a spell, spending action doing something else, is very strong. And so these are very good, just having extra things you can do that just happen while you're doing another action. So free action things, very good. But very limited in how often you use them. Okay, that's where you level 2. Alright, not bad so far. And yeah, I can definitely see a lot of story potential collecting runes and things as well. Okay, Sigils of Warding. 6th level Runecrafter feature. You can call on a rune of protection to guard yourself against threats when you fail a strength, dexterity, or constitution saving throw, which could be your concentration check. You can use your reaction to expend 1 use of your runic empowerment and succeed on the saving throw instead. So that's using up one of these. But I guess if it's maybe if it's a clutch saving throw, you really need to pass. Sure, I guess, because these are quite good using one of these uses, and that's what it is. So it's another use of your limited proficiency. Don't entice you with proficiency bonus. Okay. Well, it's not an option, but yeah, it uses that same limited pool. It's unfortunate, and at level you only have 3 of them. Alright. So it's level 6. Level 10. Rune Maven. Your understanding of runecraft has grown immensely. Whenever you use your arcane recovery feature, you also regain a number of expended uses of rune empowerment. The number of uses you regain can be no more than half your intelligence modifier rounded up. Okay. I kind of wish this and Sigils of Warning swap round, so you get more of this going on before you give more options for it. Swap these features around, Sigils of Warning and Runeweight Maven around, because you're going to burn through those runes otherwise. Yeah, okay. Alright, Engraved Enmity. So, the 14th level feature. You have mastered the art of wielding your runes directly against your foes. As a bonus action, you can target 1 creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself. The creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC or be magically marked by an Enmity Rune. The Enmity Rune appears as a faintly glowing mote of energy that hovers over the marked creature, which suffers the following effects. Runecrafter's Bane, the creature has disadvantage on saving throws made against spells you cast, just you. Unveiled Enemy. The radiance of the glowing rune marks the creature visible if it's invisible, and the creature can't become invisible while the rune persists. And Woeful Curse. We mark the creature, and as a bonus action on subsequent turns, for the duration, you can invoke the Enmity Rune to curse the creature until the start of your next turn. The next time one of your allies hits the cursed creature with an attack roll, the target takes 1d8 force damage and the curse ends. Okay, so... still more. The Enmity Rune lasts 1 minute, or until you lose your concentration, as if you're concentrating on a spell. Once you've marked a creature in this way, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest, unless you expend a spell slot of 3rd level or higher to use this feature again. Alright, this is a bonus action, so you can give someone disadvantage on one of your spells you cast straight away. It's alright. Though, this feature doesn't seem to do anything with the previous rune. Like, everything else is all to do with these runes, and number of times you use these runes, and extra uses for those runes. And, well, this one, I mean, it's nice to use the same pool, I guess. But it doesn't seem, yeah, apart from, I guess, the naming theme doesn't seem related. Right, it's not a bad little feature there. Okay. Alright, and that is the Runecrafter. Alright, onto feats. The following section presents a variety of feats linked to giants, primordial elements, and other titanic beings of yore. Some of these feats stem directly from giant sources of power, such as a gift from a giant lord or a consequence of slaying a giant. Others reflect exposure to raw elemental power or time spent among giant creatures, whether befriending them or hunting them. I'm definitely getting Fizzband's Treasure Dragon vibes here, but for giants. Alright. Feat descriptions. The feats are presented in alphabetical order. The feat has a prerequisite. You must meet the prerequisite to gain the feat. The feat table lists the feats with their prerequisites. Okay. Ooh. 4th level and 8th level prerequisites. Okay. And we're going to a feat chain as well. 8th level. Okay, let's see what's going on here. We'll stick with alphabetical order. Alright, elemental touched. You'll be exposed to the primordial magic of the elemental planes, granting you a measure of control over the natural world around you. You learn either the Druidcraft or Demiurgic cantrip, using intelligence, wisdom, or charisma as a spellcasting ability. Choose when you gain this feat. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can choose which element you are tuned to: air, earth, fire, or water. Depending on your choice, you can use a bonus action to cause one of the following effects. You gain a fly speed equal to your walking speed until the end of your next turn. If you're airborne at the end of your turn after using this movement and aren't held aloft by other means, you fall. Earth. You choose the ground within 30 feet of you to become difficult terrain for 1 minute, or until you create this effect again. During that time, you can move across the ground that is difficult terrain without spending extra movement. Okay, help keep people there, I guess. Fire. You surround yourself in a cloud of ash and smoke. Until the end of your turn, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Okay. Alright, though, oof. Feat slot, though. Don't get me any of those. Oh, there's water. Whoops, spoke too soon. We got here. You can create a forceful surge of water directed at a creature within 15 feet of you. You can see. The creature must succeed on a strength saving throw, which you can choose to fail, against a DC equal to 8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier plus your proficiency bonus, or be pushed up to 10 feet away from you. The water vanishes immediately after the creature succeeds or fails. You can create this effect a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus and regain or expend uses when you finish a long rest. Okay. It's alright. Like, it's not a bad feat for, if I want to award players for, I don't know, tuning to elements or something. As a bonus feat. Ember of the Fire Giants. So you have to be level 8 to take this feat. You've manifested the fiery combat embleck of Fire Giants, granting you the following benefits. Born of Flame. You're resistant to fire damage. Searing Ignition. When you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace one of your attacks with a magical burst of flame. Each creature of your choice within 15 feet of you that can see you must make a dexterity saving throw equal to DC 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your con modifier. On a failed save, A creature takes fire damage equals to 2d6 plus your proficiency bonus and is blinded until the start of your next turn. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage with no additional effects. You can use your searing ignition a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus and regain all experience uses when you finish a long rest. Oh, it's each creature of your choice. Oh, I was thinking, oh, it's the degree of friendly fire. That looks pretty cool. Work at your friends. No, you choose who to hit with it. So use. Okay, that's not bad. Though, they like feat slot. And still blinds them. Even if the fire damage isn't as good against what you're fighting at. If you're fighting fiends or whatever. Okay. Alright. It's pretty cool. Alright. Fury of the Frost Giant. So this is the 4th level feat. Okay, let's see how this compares. You manifest the Icy Might Embellic of Frost Giants, granting you the following benefits. You have resistance to cold damage. This is Born of Ice. Frigid Vengeance. When a creature hits you with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to retaliate with a burst of magical ire. The creature must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, DC 8 plus your proficiency bonus, plus your con modifier, or be frightened of you until the start of your next turn. You can use this reaction in this way a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. You regain experience uses when you finish a long rest. Okay, yeah, I can see why it's level 4 compared to the level 8 Fire Giant one. But hey, reaction's always nice. Okay. Guile of the Cloud Giant. Level 8 feat. You've manifested the eerie speech and magic embellic of Cloud Giants, granting you the following benefits. Misty Form. You can cast a blur spell without using a spell slot or material components. It's a level 2 spell. When you cast the spell in this way, the spell doesn't require you to maintain concentration on it. Once you cast a spell in this way, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. You can also cast a spell in the normal way using spell slots you have at the appropriate level. Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma is your spellcasting ability for this feature. Choose when you gain this feat. Wow. So Blur basically creates an illusion around you, and so any creatures that rely on sight to see you have disadvantage on or attack rolls against you, which is pretty good. And not needing to concentrate on it means you can concentrate on some other spells, or if people hit you, you're not going to risk losing concentration on your Blur. So that is really good. Really, really good. Though you can do that non-concentration Blur once a day. And you get Blur for on your spell list to cast normally otherwise. But, alright. Okay. But wait, there's more. You also get Silver Tongue. You gain proficiency in either the Deception or Persuasion skill. Your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make using a skill. Okay. So definitely seeing with these level 8 feats, they're trying to make them pretty good. To tempt you away from taking a stat bump, because normally you want to get your stat up to the maximum level at this point. Or I guess try to tempt us away from some of the feats that are most commonly taken because they are pretty good. Well, it's nice to have more options. That's interesting. Okay. Let's keep going. Keenus of the Stone Giant. This is a level 4 one. You've manifested the protection and spellcasting embellic of Stone Giants, granting you the following benefits. You learn a Detect Thought spell, and one first level spell of your choice. The first level spell must be from the Abjuration or the Divination School of Magic. You can cast a spell. You can cast each of these spells without spending a spell slot. Once you cast either of these spells in this way, you can't cast that spell in this way again until you finish a long rest. You can also cast these spells using spell slots you have at the appropriate level. Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma is a spellcasting ability modifier. Choose when you get this feat. Okay, so you get Detect Thoughts and the Shield spell, I guess. It's probably the most likely picked one, I imagine, with this one. I mean, there's other options, but Hunter's Mark and Protection from Evil good, I guess. But yeah, Shield. As all balanced. Yeah. But yeah, probably Shield. Okay, Dreamer's Magic. It's pretty strong. Pretty good. And the spells. Like a little Fey Touch thing going on here. Fey Touch, Hero Touch, but no stat bump though to it. But you do instead get Mountain Sight. You gain dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. If you already had dark vision from another source, its range increases by 30 feet. So there's a way for those who have dark vision to get dark vision. That's quite nice. Without, getting magic goals. It may not be in your particular game, those dark vision goals. Or a friendly Twilight Cleric or something. Okay. Cool. That's quite nifty. Get dark vision, shield, and detect thoughts. Okay. Solid. Outsized might. So no prereqs on this one. You have absorbed primeval magic that allows you, despite your relative small stature, to embody the might of titanic creatures. This grants you the following benefits. Little, but mighty. You gain proficiency in either the athletics or acrobatic skill. Okay. Powerful build. You count as one size larger when determining your carrying capacity and the amount you can push, drag, or lift. Stalwart. You have advantage on saving throws against being moved or knocked prone. That's it. Okay. I mean, the powerful build, I'm wondering if they can stack with races like Goliath, who also have powerful build built into the race. So that means they count as 2 size larger. They're both, 2 size larger when determining your carrying capacity, and you can push, drag, or lift. So that would mean, you're 2 size larger for pushing larger creatures over? Because you're medium, make you large, count as huge. So would that mean you could push, count 2 size larger, push potentially a gargantuan creature at that point? If I'm messing that right? I don't know. Maybe. That could be amusing. Anyway. Runecarver Apprentice. You've begun studying the art of Runecraft, which allows you to temporarily mark your items and imbue them with magic. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can mark one non-magical weapon, armor, piece of clothing, or other object you can touch with a rune of your choice. You temporarily learn one first level spell based on the rune you choose as specified in the rune spells table, and you know that spell until you finish a long rest when the rune fades. Okay. So you get a spell. Touch one of the rune. Huh. Okay, and the runes are, so you can get False Life, Fog Cloud, Ray of Sickness, Chromatic Orb, Bane, Burning Hands, Bless. Oh, okay. Armor of Agathis, Goodberry, Longstrider Command, Guiding Bolt, Cure Wounds. Okay. Not bad options there. Oh, there's more. Jump, Shield. Really? Okay. Sanctuary, Thunderwave, Heroism, Featherfall. Okay. While you're wearing or carrying the rune-marked object, you can cast a chosen spell associated with the rune once without using a spell slot or material components. You can also cast a spell using any spell slots you have. Your spellcast ability of this feat is Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma. Well, that's okay. Getting a spell. Is that it? Just getting a spell. But you can swap it around. Okay. Alright. And this is the next level of it. So Runecrafter Adept. Your skill with the art of runecraft has increased. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can now mark a number of objects equal to a proficiency bonus with a rune from the Runecarver Apprentice feat. An object can have only one rune at a time, and you must inscribe a different rune on each object. Okay, so now suddenly you can use a whole bunch of these. It's a cool little chain. I don't know if they're worth a feat slot though, but there could be good reward for players who wanted to learn more about runes and do rune quests, rune collection or something. Maybe allow them to unlock these runes as they collect the different types of runes here. And then they unlock the Adept version where they can use multiple at once. That could be quite cool. I can see some story beats you could do with that. Okay. Soul of the Storm Giant. Okay, 8th level feat. You have manifested divination abilities and tempest magic embellic of storm giants, granting you the following benefits. Maelstrom Aura. As a bonus action, you surround yourself in an aura of magical wind and lightning that extends 10 feet from you in every direction, but not but not through total cover. The aura lasts for 1 minute, or until you are incapacitated. While the aura is active, attack rolls against you have disadvantage, and whenever a creature starts its turn within the sphere, you can force the creature's speed to be halved until the start of its next turn. Once you use this bonus action, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. So it's a bonus action blur, kind of like the Cloud Giant one. Yeah. You can also slow people around. You can only do it once a day, and there's no blur feature you can cast later after that. So once a day. Once a day, bit of blur. Alright. And then Storm's Oracle. You can cast a divination spell as a ritual without needing material components. Talent, Wisdom, or Charisma is your spellcasting ability for this feature. Choose to begin this feat. Once you cast a spell in this way, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest. Okay. Alright, so you get once per day free divination spell. Okay. That's always good fun. Alright, that's the Storm Giant one. Okay. Alright, and Vigor of the Hill Giant, which appears to be the last one. So it's the 4th level feat. You've manifested the resilience embellics of hill giants, granting you the following benefits. Balk. When you're subjected to an effect that would move you at least 5 feet or knock you prone, you can use your reaction to steady yourself. You are then neither moved nor knocked prone. Hearty Health. When you're subjected to a spell that restores your hit points, you regain additional hit points equal to your Constitution modifier. You regain these additional hit points a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Okay. Oh. Well, that's the last of them. Those are the giant feats. Overall, I'm pretty happy with these. I do like the flavor and story beats that are hinting towards here. And I like having options to walk my players with. Unfortunately, Storm King's Thunder, the campaign, I ran that years ago now. I wonder if they're going to come out with a new giant campaign. Do any more giant stuff? Or maybe. I do like giants. I do have a lot of giant minis behind me, so more uses for giants sounds good to me. But yeah, very cool. I don't know if I love them giving out all this blur and shield defensive effects out willy-nilly to allow more classes and more things, options to get access to those, because definitely I've had my fair share of players where they have armored up, high AC, plus they can cast shield, plus they have blur or equivalent effect up, so it's disadvantage to attack them as well. And I mean, it's nice to at least hit the players once. It'll be nice in combat when they do that. Can be a little bit repetitive, so I don't know if I want everyone to have those amazing options like that so easily. But yeah, so something to think about there. But overall, yeah, I'm pretty happy with these. I think there's a lot of potential, especially with, like the Barbarian Path of Giant option there. I think, a few tweaks. Obviously, it's playtest material. I think a lot of potential. And, Druid Dino Pit, that's a cool idea. I think there's a little more work there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then all the feats. Alright, collecting runes. Cool. Yeah, giants. Okay. Yeah, more giant stuff, sure. What do you think? You're looking forward to more giant stuff? So we've got more giant stuff on the horizon, it seems. Alright. Until next time, I'm Brad Thompson, and this has been Cutting Words. If you like my videos, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be notified when these videos pop up on the channel. That'd be great. I really appreciate that. Alright. Until next time. See ya.